Welcome to Faith and Torah. We're going to be reading our second Torah portion from the seat of Moses. And our second Torah portion is entitled Noah. It is found from Genesis or Bereshit, chapter 6, verse 9, all the way to the end of chapter 11. And we will start reading. If you want to follow along, you're more than welcome. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with Elohim, and Noah brought forth 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And the earth was corrupt before Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence. And Elohim looked upon the earth, and saw that it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, "The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And see, I am going to destroy them from the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and outside with a covering. And this is how you are to make it. The length of the ark is 300 cubits. Its width, 50 cubits. Its height, 30 cubits. Make a window for the ark and complete it to a cubit from above. And set the door of the ark in its side. Make it from the lower, second, and third deck. And see, I myself am bringing flood waters on the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life from under the heavens. All that is on the earth is to die. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And of all the living of all flesh, 2 of each you are to bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you, a male and a female. Of the birds of all their kinds, and of the cattle after their kind, and of all the creeping creatures of the ground after its kind, 2 of each are to come to you to keep them alive. As for you, take all food that is eaten and gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them." And Noah did according to all that Elohim commanded him. So he did. Genesis chapter 7, or Bereshit chapter 7. And Yahweh said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. And all the clean beasts take with you 7 pairs, a male and his female. And of the beasts that are unclean, 2, a male and a female. And of the birds of the heavens, 7 pairs of the males and female, to keep offsprings alive on the face of the earth. For after 7 more days I am sending rain on the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, and shall wipe from the face of the earth all that stand that I created." And Noah did according to all that Yahweh commanded him. Now Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters were on the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wives' sons went into the ark because of the waters of the flood. And of the clean beasts and of the beasts that are unclean, and of the birds and of all that creep on the earth, 2 by 2 they went into the ark to Noah, male and female, as Elohim had commanded Noah. And it came to be after 7 days that the waters of the floods were on the earth, in the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd new moon of the 17th day of the new moon. On that day all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the heavens were open. And the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them went into the ark. They and every life form after its kind, and every beast after its kind, and every creeping creature that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every bird after its kind, every bird of every wing. And they went into the ark of Noah, 2 by 2, all the flesh of which is the breath of life. And those going in, male and female of all flesh, went in as Elohim had commanded him, and Yahweh shut him in. And the floods were on the earth 40 days, and the waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth, and the waters were mighty and greatly increased on the earth, and the ark moved about on the surface of the waters, and the waters were exceedingly mighty on the earth, and all the high mountains under all the heavens were covered. The waters became mighty, 15 cubits upward of the mountains were covered. And all flesh died, the creeping creatures of the earth, the birds, the cattle, the beasts, and every swarming creature that swarmed on the earth, and all mankind, all in whose nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life. All that was on the dry land died. So he wiped off all that stand which were on the face of the ground, both man and beast, creeping creatures, and birds of the heavens, and they were wiped off from the earth. And only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty on the earth 150 days. Bereshit, chapter 8. And Elohim remembered Noah, and all the beasts and all the cattle that were with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped, and the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters receded steadily from the earth, and at the end of 150 days the waters diminished. In the 7th new moon of the 17th day of the new moon, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat, and the waters decreased steadily until the 10th new moon. In the 10th new moon, on the 1st day of the new moon, the tops of the mountains became visible. And it came to be that at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the windows of the ark which he had made, and he sent out a raven, which kept going out and turning back until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove from him to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for its feet, and returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of all the earth. So he put out his hand and took it in, and pulled it into the ark to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. And the dove came to him in the evening, and see, freshly plucked olive leaf was in its mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return to him again. And it came to be in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the new moon, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked and saw the surface of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd new moon, on the 27th day of the new moon, the earth was dry. And Elohim spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wives, your sons, and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all flesh that is with you, of birds, of the cattle, of all creeping creatures, the creeping creatures on the earth, and let them teem on the earth, and bear and increase on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping creature, every bird, whatever creeps on the earth, according to their kinds, went out of the ark. And Noah built a slaughter place to Yahweh, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean bird, and offered ascending offerings on the slaughter place. And Yahweh smelt a soothing fragrance. And Yahweh said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man. Although the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and never again strike all living creatures as I have done, as long as the earth remains. Seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Bereshit, chapter 9. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, Be fruitful and increase and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life in it, but only your blood is for lives I require. For the hand of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man. From the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood is shed, for in the image of Elohim he was made. As for you, be fruitful and increase. Bring forth teemingly in the earth and increase in it. And Elohim spoke to Noah and his sons with him, saying, And I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, of every beast of the earth with you, and of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of a flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is a sign of my covenant which I make between me and you and every living being that is with you for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud. It shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And it shall be when I bring a cloud over the earth that a rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I shall remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living being of all flesh. And never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it to remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. And the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and all the earth was overspread from them. And Noah, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunk, and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on their shoulders, and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him. And he said, Cursed is Canaan, let him become a servant of servants to his brothers. And he said, Blessed be Yahweh, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem. and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Yawan, Tubal, Meshach, Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Ripha, Togarma. And the sons of Yahan: Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, Dogdanin. From these, the coastland people of the nations were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clan, into their nations. The sons of Ham: Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush: Seba, Hawilah, Shibtha, Rama, Sebteka. And the sons of Rama: Sheba, Dedan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his reign was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Asher and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth, and Keilah, and Rezin between Nineveh and Keilah, the great city. And Mizraim brought forth Ludan, and Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim, and Pathruzim, Cashluhim, from whom came the Philistines, and Kotharim. And Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hawite, and the Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Hawadite, and the Tzimarite, and the Hamathite. And after the clans of the Canaanite were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanite was Zidon, as you go toward Gerar, as far as Hazah, as you go toward Sidon, and Amorah, Admah, Seboirim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clan, according to their language, according to their land, in their nations. And also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, and the brother of Japheth. The elder children were born. The sons of Shem: Yelam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram. The sons of Aram: Utz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. And Arpachshad brought forth Shelah, and Shelah brought forth Eber. And to Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Yoktan. Yoktan brought forth Amadad, Shelaph, and Hasharmarwed, and Yerah, and Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Ubal, Abimiel, Sheba, Orphir, Haliyah, Yobad. All these were sons of Yoktan, and their dwelling place was from Mesha as you go toward Shephar, a mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem according to their clan, according to their language, in their land, according to their nation. These were the clans of the sons of Noah according to their generations, in their nations. And from these the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. Bereshit chapter 11. And all the earth had one language and one speech. And it came to be, as they set out from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to each other, Come, let us make bricks, bake them thoroughly. And they had bricks for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city, a tower whose top is in the heavens, and make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered all over the face of the earth. Then Yahweh came down to see the city and tower which the sons of men had built. And Yahweh said, Look, they are one people, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. And now they are not going to be withheld from doing whatever they plan to do. Come, let us go there and confuse their language, so that they do not understand one another's speech. And Yahweh scattered them from there over the face of all the earth, and they left off building the city. That is why its name is called Babel, because there Yahweh confused the language of all the earth, and from there Yahweh scattered them over the face of all the earth. This is the genealogy of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and brought forth Arpachshad 2 years after the flood. And after he brought forth Arpachshad, Shem lived 500 years and brought forth sons and daughters. Arpachshad lived 35 years and brought forth Shelah. And after he brought forth Shelah, Arpachshad lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Shelah lived 30 years and brought forth Eber. And after he brought forth Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years and brought forth Peleg. And after he brought forth Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and brought forth Reu. And after he had brought forth Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years and brought forth Serug. And after he brought forth Serug, Reu lived 207 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and brought forth Nahor. And after he brought forth Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and brought forth sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and brought forth Terah. And after he had brought forth Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and brought forth Abram, Nahor, and Aran. And this is the genealogy of Terah. Terah brought forth Abram, Nahor, and Aram. And Aram brought forth Lot. And Aram died before his father Terah in the land of his birth, in Ur-Kasdim. And Abram and Nahor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Yitzhak. And Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Terah took his son Abram, and his grandson Lot, son of Haran, his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abram's wife, and they went out with them from Ur-Kasdim to the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah came to be 205 years. And Terah died in Haran. May Yah bring a blessing to his word. Continue to read your Bible. And see you soon.